Beginning to notice your breath. If you're racing around this morning, slowing it down now. And breathing like you. Inhale, fill up. Exhaling like you. Let something go. Nice Friday morning into the week. Inhaling. Sipping a little more air at the top. Exhaling. Whoosh, let it go. We'll gently drop the right ear to the right shoulder. And here you may want to send the left arm out to the side, create an anchor that will help you to stay in that tall seat. You can always relax the hands or catch elbows or forearms behind you near the low back. Just letting gravity guide the ear towards the shoulder. And gently send the right palm up overhead. Place it just above the left ear and guide the right ear even closer. Relaxing the left hand, feel that slow burn, maybe all the way down from the neck, through the shoulder, upper arm, into your fingertips. You might feel it in your pecs or the upper back. And you can gently slide your shoulder down if you find that it is creeping up towards your ear. Just like a little mini shoulder shrug. Yeah, and then you really feel that sensation there. And gently inhaling, press your head into your hand, come upright, release your right palm. We'll take some circles, dropping the chin into the chest, rolling it out to your comfort. Maybe you stop right away at a diagonal or begin to roll all the way around, making a full circle or partial circle with the neck. Just releasing tension and being mindful to stop at any point where it may be intense and leaning in wherever it feels really nice to you. Complete one more circle. Moving nice and easy. A little bit of time to do those funky movements in there. And coming upright, we'll drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Let the ear head grow heavy. The right hand can come out to the side on tented fingertips, finding that anchor. And if you feel no sensation, maybe draw the chin slightly down or even the head slightly back. You can play with the angle of your chin and really find the angle that helps you to release tightness in the neck. Making micro adjustments as you need. And then gently bringing the left palm up overhead, place it above the right ear or towards the crown of the head. Gentle self-assist here, guiding that left ear close to the left shoulder. Noticing how the sensation changes. And breathing through it, noticing if you're holding your breath. On your next inhale, press your head into your hand, coming upright. Release the left palm. We'll find those circles once more. So making the circles full or half, however feels good to you in your neck right now. If you're really tight, you might not make a full circle. You have the freedom to if you want to. And just rolling it out, snap, crackles, and pops. And coming upright, Let's walk the hands forward, coming into a tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, hips over the knees. Knees are 2 fists distance apart. Press the ground away from you. Inhale, drop the belly gaze up for cow. And then exhale, round the back, chin to chest, cat. Inhale, cow, look up. Exhale, cat, gaze to your navel. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Keep moving like this or make it your own, finding intuitive movement, making circles through the side body, maybe dropping hips towards the heels. Options for the hands. You can come up onto fists if there's any discomfort in the wrists. You can find a bend in the elbows. Maybe taking a little bit of push-ups in the arms. Elbows can come out to the sides, dipping the chest. A little bit of strength there, still rolling like a wave or finding your movement. And then all together, let's make circles through the side body if you haven't already. Rolling forward and then dropping the hips to the heels. You can slide the hands a little further in front of you, giving you more space for the circles. And then switch directions. And slide the palms back under the shoulders. Pressing into the left palm, inhale, right hand reaches high to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle, right arm swims under the left, drop your right ear, slide the fingertips to the top left corner of the mat, press your hips back. Breathing through it. And gently slide that left palm back by your face, press into the ground. Inhale, reach the right arm high. And then exhale, lower the right palm, pressing into the ground with the right palm. Inhale, left hand reaches high. Exhale, left arm swims under the right, threading the needle, left ear and shoulder come down. Spider crawl, right fingertips to the top of the mat, press those hips back. And gently slide the right palm back by your face, press into the ground. Inhale, right, left hand reaches high. Then exhale, lower the left palm. A little bit of hips and glutes at Dawn's request here. We're gonna lift the right knee into the air, out to the side, and just make some circles with the hip. So knee is bent. You can point or relax your foot, but just make some circles with the hip, moving counterclockwise. So the knee comes up and then draws towards your elbow, towards the ground, out and in. Moving as fast or as slow as feels good to you. A little bit of core here. Keeping the hips in line as much as possible. And switch directions. So nice, gentle circles. And then gently lower that right knee. Lifting the left knee. We're going to make those circles once more. So knee comes out to the side and then draws in towards your upper arm or elbow, down and then out. Making these circles. Feel the strength of the glute. You can lift the foot higher into the air. Getting into those tight places. Bringing in a little heat this chilly morning. Woo, and this one can burn. Switch directions. If you weren't awake, you are now. And we'll come to a halt, bringing the knees in together. Slide the right foot to the back of the mat, so toes point to the right corner back of the mat, foot parallel to the back edge. Inhale, right hand goes high. And you can dial the foot underneath you out to the side. Press up, coming into a warrior two on your knee. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And then exhale, warrior two or warrior two. Spread your fingers, gaze over the middle finger. Flip your palm, reverse, send the left arm in the air, right arm reaches down your leg. Then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, palms overhead. And exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands coming on to the ground. So you're gonna dial the feet to point to the back of the mat. Step the right knee to meet the left. And then if you're doing this standing, you can always take this standing if it's hard on your knees. Send the left foot to face the back corner left of the mat. So foot's parallel to the back of the mat. Dial the grounded foot to about 4 o'clock. Press the left hand into the sky. And then pressing through the right hand, come on up, warrior two. Spread your arms wide, reaching fingers wide, gazing over the middle finger. Inhale, flip the palm and reverse. Tip it up and back. Exhaling, warrior two. Inhale, press the palms up overhead. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands. So twisting a little bit to the top of the mat. Spin the feet to face the top of the mat. Draw the left knee to meet the right. So if you're standing, meet us back when you're ready. And we'll go ahead and press our hips up and back to downward facing dog. Begin to pedal out your dog, bending into one knee and the other. Lowering the heels. And bend both knees, press the belly into the thighs. Relax your neck here. Micro bend in the elbows. Inhale, straighten the legs. And then exhale, drop the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, drop your heels to the right. Inhale, center. Then exhale, drop your heels to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower the heels. Looking forward, tippy toe to the top of your mat, taking as many tiny tippy toes as you desire. And when you come to the top of the mat, take a ragdoll, deep bend in the knees, grab opposite elbows in the palms, relax the head. Find a gentle sway. And then bring the interlaced hands behind the head, find the yes, no. We'll say a yes motion. And then gently release the hands. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs, halfway lift, rise with a flat back. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, press through all sides of the feet, bend in the knees, and bring the palms by your side. Spread your fingers wide, roll the shoulders down and back, micro bend in the knees. Inhale, press palms up overhead. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with the right hand, pull up out of the way, so arc over to the right. Bumping your hips to the left. Inhale to center, release the grip, reach for what you want. And then left wrist to right hand, arc up and over to the left. Inhaling, coming back to center. And then exhale, interlace the fingers behind you. Draw the shoulders back. Inhaling with the heart. Exhale, fold. Release your hands, bring palms to the ground. Bend into one knee and then the other. Waking up the IT band, little bend, little bend. And we'll bring the feet together so toes, big toes touch, heels touch. Slide the palms underneath your heels. So baby fingers, pinky fingers touch, thumbs on the outside of the heels, bend in the knee, and relax the crown of the head towards your feet. Maybe your forehead to your knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Then exhale, use the strength of your arms to pull yourself down. Inhale, straighten. And then exhale, fold. Feeling the belly against the thighs. And then gently release one hand at a time. Bending into the knees. Ooh, I keep losing this AirPod. We'll rise to standing. So roll on up. Press palms up overhead. Grab left wrist with right hand and step the left leg behind the right. The option to bend into both knees. Arc over to the right. Inhale, straighten the legs, stepping back to center. Exhaling. Inhale, reach up. Left wrist to right hand, step behind the left leg. Option to bend into the knees. Arc over to the left. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, interlace the fingers, press them away from you. Open up the chest. Inhale, palms come up overhead, still interlaced. Exhale, fold forward with interlaced fingers. Gently release your palms. Step the right knee back. So right leg back, drop the knee, left leg back, drop the knee. And then sink the hips over the heels, toes are tucked or untucked. Take a child's pose. Fingers reach forward. Crown of the head reaching forward. And tailbone reaching behind you. Inhale, rolling forward. Press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bending into one knee and the other. We'll inhale, send the right heel high. Bend into the right knee, stack your hip, right knee to sky. Make some circles here, waking up that hip and the glute. Change the direction of your circles. And then slowly we'll step that right knee forward under the chest and foot between the thumbs. Tenting on fingertips. Take tiny little hops with the left foot, coming to your forward fold. So the left foot will keep hopping until it meets the right foot and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. And exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, come to standing. Reach the hands up overhead, palms touch. And then exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Grab left wrist with right hand, pull up out of the waist. Option to take that curtsy lunge with the leg behind and bending in the knee. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, step to center. Switch the grip, left hand to right wrist. Pull up out of the waist. Option is take that curtsy lunge, step the knees behind each other. Bending into the knees, arc left. Inhale, straighten the legs. And then exhale, we'll swan dive, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins or thighs. And exhale, fold. Planting the palms, step the left knee back and then the right. So coming onto the knees, take a child's pose. Rolling back. Pressing the hands further towards the top of the mat, forehead down, and feeling the belly on the thighs. Inhale, rolling forward. Press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Bending into your knees. We'll inhale, send the left heel high, bend into the left knee, knee to sky. Open up the hip, other side. Keep shoulders level here. Make some circles with your knee. Yeah, open it up. And then change the direction of your circles. They don't need to be very big. And then straighten your legs, slowly draw your knee into your chest, roll forward, step the foot between the thumbs, and start baby hopping the back foot, little tiny steps to meet the right foot. And once the right foot meets, take a nice fold here. toes touching. And squeezing the inner thighs, we'll inhale for chair pose. So keep a sliver between the heels, inner thighs squeezed together. Reach the arms forward, sink the hips down. So you can come up as high as you like here, tucking your pelvis in neutral. And then sinking the hips, squeeze inner thighs together. Inhale, rise all the way to standing, legs are straight. Then exhale, diver's pose. Roll into the balls of the feet, arms swim behind you. Let the upper body tilt forward, coming on higher on the toes, little balance. Inhale, come up to standing, lower the heels. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair, sink the hips back, squeeze the inner thighs together. Inhale, hands to heart center. Staying through the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs. And then exhale with hands at heart center, tip forward, coming into divers. Little balance up on the toes. Woo. Then send the arms back. Go a little lower. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lower the heels. Exhale, hands to heart center. Slowly lower into your chair. Reach hands forward. You keep lowering, lowering, lowering until you come all the way down. And we'll reach the hands forward, belly at your thighs here. Pop your legs up for Navasana. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Point your toes, maybe straighten the legs more. Keep going. You can always put hands at your thighs. And we'll draw the feet back down. Sliding the left knee underneath the right. So we'll slide the right knee, or left knee rather, left knee on the ground. Right foot is going to come just up and over. And the knee is in line with your hip here. The right foot just outside of your knee. You can scoot your knee a little more towards your belly button. And we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, gentle twist, right palm behind the low back, left arm swims forward, pressing against your knee. You can bring the palm to your heart. Option to gaze over the back shoulder. And then inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left, little gentle bow here. Feels nice in the low back. We'll gently slide this right foot down the calf. So slide your left shin forward, double pigeon. Sitting upright, smart sitting. You'll send the knife edge of the foot down the calf, or maybe it's just above the knee on the thigh. And the left heel will glide a little bit forward. So knees over the heel. Or if this is painful in the knees, you can slide the foot down all the way down the calf. If it's still uncomfortable for any reason, you can just separate the heels and let the knees, they'll be uneven, but let the knees drop, the hips open. And relaxing your hands. So this is an outer hip opener that is seated. All these times we're sitting down, we feel, oh, I need to move, I'm so tight, but you can find ways to sit that also help you to open the body. And this is one of those postures that if your chair is big enough, you can do this in a chair. And then we'll gently, slowly come out of it. So if you'd like to cradle the top foot, top hip, you can grab your shin and the foot, rocking the hip side to side. Foot can come to the elbow crease and you bring the calf up towards your chest. Just a little sway, cradle like a baby. Yes, I see you, beautiful. And gently lower the leg down. You can just to explore, you can bring the knife edge of the foot to the hip crease on the left, let the knee rest on your right knee to left foot, or to the ground, and just exploring a half lotus position. And then gently, if it feels okay, lift your foot up and out. We'll take the twist on the other side. Right knee comes down and left foot comes up and over just outside the right knee. Right knee in line with your hip or belly button. And then inhaling, reach up. Exhale, twist. Left arm's gonna press against this Right arm against the left knee, left arm behind the low back. So the left hand presses into the ground, keeping the spine tall as an anchor. And if you feel stable here, you can swim that palm, that left palm, to your right inner thigh crease, hip crease. And then option to gaze over the back shoulder. The right hand might find your knee, the grounded knee. Inhaling for length. And exhale, twist a little deeper. And then inhaling will unravel. Slide the right shin forward. Left foot is going to slide down. It's stacking left over right this side. So finding your comfort, your edge. Maybe you take the heels both down to the ground, one in front of the other. And just honoring how very different side to side we are in our bodies. Over time, the gap between the knees and the shins will close as the outer hip opens. And gently, we'll go ahead and release that left foot. You can cradle the hip, cradle the shin, holding the foot or the calf. Foot can come to your bicep if that feels okay. And just a little side to side cradle action here. Yeah. And gently lower the leg, the foot. Well, go ahead and send the legs out wide. You can put a block or pillow under the hips. And we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So if you'd like to elevate the hips, slide a prop underneath you. And we'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Rock the hands forward. Relax your neck. So folding forward with a flat back as long as feels good to you. And then you can round the chin into the chest. Keeping a bend in the knees if there's any discomfort in the low back. And really working with the breath here, inhaling for length. You might move a millimeter forward. And then exhale, fold a little deeper and continuing like that, inhaling just a millimeter forward. Exhale, fold. It doesn't have to be super deep, but feeling how that breath creates space. And if you would like, you can drop elbows and interlace fingers, relax your head on interlaced fingers, or on top of a pillow, or anything soft and supportive. Feeling the length in the spine, the hamstrings, low back. And gently coming back in. We'll roll on up if you're folded. Draw the soles of the feet together. Flap your butterfly wings. So soles of the feet touching. You can draw the heels in close to the pubic bone or slide them away from you if you want a little more space. And gently bounce, bounce, bounce. And slow it down. Let the knees settle. Here we can inhale, reach up. I'm going to exhale, fold, flat back here. It is okay to round your back here, being mindful. If you have any low disc issues, rounding can aggravate that. So being mindful how deep you fold. Elbows can come to your knee creases. And we have that internal and external pelvic rotation that happens here. So both can happen. Maybe you bring your forehead down to your toes. Slowly come on up. Shut your knees like a book. We'll make a little ball. And then rock and roll on the length of your spine. You're going to come down. You can lower all the way down one vertebrae at a time if that feels better in your body. Otherwise, you can just roll down, a little playfulness, a little massage. And grab the knees into the chest, forearms around the shins. You can grab opposite elbows under the knees about 2 inches. Let the hips begin to drop down. Shoulders down. Take peace fingers to your big toes. Draw the knees into the armpits. Let the hips, the knees fall out wide. And roll along the lumbar spine, so low back on the ground. You can rock left and right. Extend one leg into the air. And then the other. And then both legs, taking that wide-legged forward fold, but on our back and feeling the difference with the support from the floor. Hands can always come to your calves. And just breathing through it here. And gently draw the knees back down, shut the knees, the thighs like a book. Send the left leg long. And guide the right knee into your chest. Pull it up towards your right shoulder and just outside the right ribs. Flex the left toes towards your face. And gently guiding the right thigh back to center. Lower the right foot, bump your hips to the right, stacking hips directly. Send that right thigh up and over. You may put a pillow or something like a block underneath the right leg. You can straighten the right leg, keep your shoulders grounded, and relax the arms. Option the gaze over the shoulder, releasing the neck. Just feeling your twist from the core. If you want a little more here, send the left heel towards the left glute. Feel the thigh contract, quad contract. Maybe the fingertips of the right hand capture the left foot. And if you've straightened the right leg, maybe the left hand captures the right foot or the calf. And then we'll gently release the hand and the foot if you've captured it. Lower the left heel back to the top of the mat. Send the right leg up and over, bump your hips back to center. Draw the left heel in and let the knees fall left and right, windshield wiper it out. And sending the right foot long, draw the left knee into your chest. Interlace fingers over the shin and guide the knee up and then slightly outside of the left ribs towards the left shoulder. Flex the right toes towards your face so calf is on the ground. Feeling this stretch in the psoas, your hamstring, a little bit of compression in the abdomen, not too much. Shoulders stay grounded. You're pulling harder than you think you need to. Witnessing your strength and flexibility. And gently guide your left knee to center. Lower the left foot. Bump your hips to the left. Stack them directly. Left knee comes up and over. Maybe straighten the left leg. Or keep a bend in the knee and place something underneath the leg if you'd like. I love putting a pillow under the knee or the calf. Relaxing into it. Coming back to your breath if the mind is wandering. If you want a little more here, send the right heel to your right glute, capturing the foot in your hand, or just visualizing that the heel is even closer to your glute, waking up the quad. Right hand might capture the left toes or calf. Just adding on to the stretch if you want it. Gently we'll unravel, send the left leg up and over. Bump your hips back to center. Windshield wiper left and right, left and right. And then gently, when the knees land to the right, leave them there. Left knee to the sky. Hook your right ankle just above the left knee. Walk the heel in closer to your glute. Press that right knee away from you. Option to take this figure 4 up a notch. You can draw the left thigh in towards your chest, so the foot will come up off the ground. Interlace fingers behind the thigh. Press the right knee away from you. And you're welcome to do this at a wall where you could rest the left foot at the wall and use the pressure of the wall to guide your thigh closer to your chest. So you would still be on your back as you are now. Option to straighten the left leg, flex toes down towards your face. And relax your knee. We'll gently let the legs land over to the left. So let them fall, sole the foot, release your hands, and let the foot find the ground. Wiggle the left foot a little bit towards the midline, letting the sole of the right foot come all the way down. You can play with the angle here as well. Inhaling, roll over the edge of the left foot, pop the right foot and knee back up in the air, keeping the figure 4. And lower the right foot down. Hook the left foot above the right knee, press left knee away from you. Option to stay here or lift that right foot, send the hands through and around, wrapping around the right thigh. So left hand through the hole we've created and right hand on the outside. And pressing the left knee away with the elbow. Draw right thigh towards your chest. So we've got this pressing and pulling. Option to straighten the right leg, flex your foot to the ceiling, toes towards your face. And maybe pull the thigh even closer into the chest. Find a few ankle circles. And then to the right knee. We'll release the grip, let the legs fall to the right, sole the left foot comes down, wiggle that right foot until you find a place of comfort for you. Let the left knee fall away from you. Feeling the sensation in the quad. Some more quad, less knee. And you'll feel this in the abdomen as well. And slowly roll over the knife edge of the right foot, pop that left knee and left foot in the air. Lower the left foot down, let windshield wipering begin once more, left and right, let the knees fall. When the knees fall to the right, let them both fall down this time. So the left knee stays down. Hook the right foot above the left thigh, just as we did in figure 4, but staying low this time. And you'll crawl the left foot towards the left side of the mat until the knee is about center in your mat, and let gravity release your quad here. Relax your hands at your sides or maybe on the belly. And if there's any discomfort in the knee, maybe continue to move that foot coming back to the right. So just paying attention to sensation in the knee. And you can always release the foot if it's just too much pressure, if the quad is very, very tight. And if you release the foot, you can take a tree pose on your back, sending the sole of the foot somewhere along the left leg. All of us will now take that tree pose. So slide the left leg along, the sole of the right foot can come anywhere along the leg, the calf. It's okay to have the foot over the knee, just not pressing into the knee. So there's this natural curve that fits the arch of the foot. When we kick into it is when we can injure ourselves. So if you're resting there on the floor and the foot is just against that space, that's okay. And then if you move the foot further up the leg and then you're pressing into your thigh, press the thigh into the foot as well. And relax. Gently send the right leg long. Point your toes, take a big morning stretch. And then guide the knees back. So bend the knees once more, let the knees fall left and right. Let the knees land to the left. Hook the left foot above the right knee, staying low to the ground. Walk the right foot out to the right. So it's like a little crawl. And the right knee will guide its way down somewhere towards the center of the mat, maybe off center. And the weight of the left foot anchoring down, releasing that quad. You can even drag your left heel further up the thigh. Being mindful of the knee, taking that supine tree pose if you'd rather. Still keeping that left hip open. But you would lose the quad stretch. So we have a hip opening and quad releasing happening. Staying with it. And now we'll all gently take the tree pose. So send the right leg long, send the left foot anywhere along the right leg. And feeling with the support of the floor how we can keep our hips level and stay really in tune with our alignment with that full support of the floor. Finding the placement for your foot. Ideally above or below the knee, but if it is on the knee, just remember not to press your foot into the knee. You can rest there, you can make contact, but don't kick into the knee. And slowly send that left leg long, point your toes, one more big morning stretch. And then wash the palms by your thighs. So reaching up towards the ceiling, let the shoulders roll, palms come down by the thighs, draw one heel towards your glute and the other. We'll take 2 rounds of bridge. Option to take a supported bridge if you have a block, a box, or a sturdy pillow that you feel is stable to lay on. Knees tracking forward, toes tracking forward, 2 fists between the thighs. We'll lift the pelvis on the inhale. So low back is sealed to the ground. If it's not, draw the heels in closer, tilt your pelvis forward and back a few times until you feel the low back seal to the ground. You might have to walk the heels a little more forward, finding your distance. Once you've found that seal, then you can lift the pelvis. So inhaling to lift. Option to slide a block underneath the sacrum, fleshy part, top of the butt. Squeeze the inner thighs. You can always put a block between your thighs too, if you find that your knees splay out wide. Just squeezing the inner thighs is the same effect. Inhaling and exhaling, stay. Lowering at your own time, lowering on an exhale when you're ready. And if you're on a block, perhaps you just stay through both rounds. So if you lower one vertebrae at a time all the way down, no hurry to take your next round. You can tilt the pelvis forward and back a few times. It takes quite a bit of core strength. And lifting on your inhale when you're ready. Maybe interlacing fingers underneath you, walking the shoulders underneath you. And breathing through it. Quite a bit of strength here. And gently lowering down when you're ready on that exhale, one vertebrae at a time. And here, I'll offer you to take any other shape that's calling to you before we move to our final resting posture. So if there's something you love to do to close your class, go ahead and do so now. It could be any shape. If it's a two-sided thing, please do both sides. So about 30 seconds here. And then gently, we'll all make our way to our final resting shape. So if you'd like some ideas, you can always take a traditional Shavasana with the legs long and arms long, adding props under the knees or maybe a bolster pillow under the head. Blocks could be under the shoulder blades and the head. You can always come back to that butterfly shape, bringing the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall out wide, and blocks may be nice under the knees or a block under the feet or blankets. And one last option that I'll offer is the legs up the wall. So if you're near a wall, you'll keep your low back to the ground, but you'll scoot up to the wall. And I'll demo it just because it's a lot of scooting details. You have to have as much of yourself against the wall and then spin towards it, send the legs up the wall, hence the name. And here you'll feel a big gap between the wall and your legs. And to close that, come up onto the shoulders and walk kind of on the forearms, really walk a little closer to the wall and then slide down it so the glutes, the hamstrings are in contact with it, and the low back is totally sealed to the floor. So you'll feel like a perfect L for 90 degrees. And here you can keep the legs up or send them out wide. And if you're in any other shape, get out those last wiggles wherever you are. Feel the breath slow down. Let the eyelids fall heavy. Relaxing the toes, the bottoms of the feet, tops of the feet, heels. Relaxing the ankles, calves, shins, knees, the backs of the knees, thighs, hamstrings, glutes, groin, hips, lower abdominal, upper abdominal, relaxing the sides, relaxing the low back, the mid back, upper back, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the chest, Relaxing the upper arm, elbows, forearms, relaxing the wrists, hands, top of the hands, palms, relaxing the fingertips, relaxing your throat, your neck, jaw, relax your face, relax the skull, relaxing the eyes, the nose, space between the brow, relax your ears, crown of the head, full body relaxed. And anywhere you're noticing tension that stands out to you, take a deep inhale and visualize your exhale moving to that space where the sensation is strongest. And continuing to do so with your breath. These next few minutes of yours are in silence. My voice will gently guide you out, so please enjoy this active rest, Shavasana. And begin to notice if the mind is wandering far, far away. May you toss each thought like a flower into a river, watching it flow away and feeling how much energy is flowing through you when you are still, how very active and alive you are. Throwing the flowers into the river, thought by thought, flower by flower, just feeling the energy flow. And gently, if you're ready to move on with your day, come down to your side, wiggle your fingers, your toes, making your way to your side with care from the wall. If you took legs up the wall, using your arm as a pillow or an actual pillow coming into a fetal shape, nice and warm and cozy. You're welcome to stay here on your side. In this fetal position, we are in a symbol of rebirth from our practice into our day. And if you're truly ready to move on, press yourself up with your hands, keeping eyes soft or closed, and coming up to a comfortable seat. And just noticing the energy along the way, sensations in the body along the way, and energy in the mind. And noticing your breath. Inhaling, send the palms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, press your thumbs into your sternum. And open your palms like a book, so pinkies touching, palms open, fingertips extending away from you. Feel the energy flowing in and out of the heart space. And visualize any reason that you came to your mat today as a flower flowing down this river or into you, feeling the energy exchange, giving and receiving. Offering your intention or any intention, thought that's come up for you into the universe and allowing it to flow inward. Gently seal the palms, press the hands into the heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today and showing up for yourselves. Together we bow. Namaste.